A pleasant morning to everyone. My name is Angeline D. Cervantes and my co-groupmates is Shalamay Tumanda and Charlene Espintalion. The title of our research study is the Assessment of Management Accounting Practice among SMEs for Intervention Program. Management accounting practice plays a very important role in the SME's business because it will help for them to be knowledgeable in the field of management accounting. However, we have observed that there are SMEs that are very stagnant and their business are not growing at all. As the time passed by, there are also studies that shows that some SMEs are not knowledgeable enough to practice proper management accounting. They are not implementing it accurately. We conduct this study because those SMEs business doesn't know how to implement and practice effective management system. As we observe here in Tagum City, there's a lot of SMEs business having a problem on how to implement their management accounting practice. In this study, it will help for them to know how to apply or conduct the proper managing of their business when it comes of price setting, budgets, and unregulated report. Some of SME's business are lack of knowledge about management accounting practices. They did not implement accurately a management accounting practices. That is why the problem of SME's business is stagnant cause of low profitability, which is no improvement of their development. This study is mainly focuses on the management of accounting in managing their business, including SMEs. However, different problems on this study reveal the complexity of management accounting system. It shows that the present study will resolve the issue through the gathered information of researchers. This study will help small medium enterprises to be knowledgeable in the field of management accounting because it plays a very important role to the small medium enterprises. Therefore, researchers will strive to gather information to make a good output to the said problem, and small medium enterprises will receive profitability plan of business. To support our study, according to Chaudhary, year 2019, that management accounting practice is very important and hence is being used widely now. The importance are as follows. Planning in management accounting, the financial information and non-financial information is presented at regular intervals, say weekly, fortnightly, to the management. This presentation includes forecasts, budgets, and in-depth analysis. Thus, it assists the management in planning the business activities. Decision-making, since management accounting presents various charts, forecasts, and analysis, the management uses it for decision-making, identify early signs of problem.
This study also supported by Maziriri 2017. He proves that management accounting practice can be a tool of profitability of the business with the indicators, costing system, budgeting, performance evaluation, information for decision making, and strategic analysis. According to Wilter 2009, he revealed that management accounting helps to assess budgeting, costing system, making information strategic analysis, and planning. And also, according to Tura 1992, stated that quality of information supplies depends upon its usefulness of management and decision making. The method that we apply in this study was quantitative method to determine the status of the small medium enterprise in the Tagum City.
So, as mentioned earlier by Ms. Cervantes about the research gap, we want to want to address it. We want to fill the gap by providing the necessary informations that could help them to manage their business accurately. So we would like to conduct the study so that, because we know that this would help them, we could be able to help them to develop their business, could be able to help the growth of their business and the survival in the market. So as we are living in a world that is wherein change is very constant, so the industries are also becoming more and more complex. So as the accounting management practices. So through this study, we want to help them to make economic decision making. We want to help them to prevent future possible losses. So in this study, we are going to determine the management accounting practices among SMEs in Tagum City as the basis for intervention program. We are going to assess the level of the management of accounting practices in terms of costing system, in terms of budgeting, evaluation of performance, in terms of the information for decision making, and for in terms of the strategic analysis. So after the assessment, we are going to formulate an intervention program based on the findings of the study. So in this study, we're also going to use the quantitative research method, since we are to determine since we are to describe the status of the SMEs, the status of the management of accounting practices of those SMEs in Tagum City. You are going to use quantitative research method. Then we can attain this, or we can do this through the use of adaptive and modified questionnaire.
To determine our respondents, we are going to use random sampling method. As per City Licensing Office of Tagum City, there are 349 SMEs registered and engaged in manufacturing, merchandising, and retailing business as of 2020. So, our target respondents would be the business owners and managers of their SME.
So, and to assess the level of management accounting practices among SMEs in Tagum City, we have 5 orderly gradations with its respective range and description. So, for instance, we have ranges from 1 to 1.8 with its descriptive equivalent of very low, which means that the accounting management practices among SMEs in Tagum City is not observed. Then ranges from 1.9 to 2.6 with its descriptive equivalent of low, which means that the accounting management practices among SMEs in Tagum City is less observed. Then ranges from 2.7 to 3.4 with its descriptive equivalent of moderate, which means that the accounting management practices among SMEs in Tagum City is moderately observed. Then ranges from 3.5 to 4.2 with its descriptive equivalent of high, which means that the management accounting practices among Tagum City is much observed. Then the ranges from 4.3 to 5 with its descriptive equivalent of a very high, means that the management accounting practices among SMEs in Tagum City is very much observed. So after collecting the necessary the needed data, we are going to analyze and discuss it so that we could come up with intervention program.
That would be the overview of our research study. Thank you po and God bless.